Lolo, Lolo and the Kid movie review by Andres Baca. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know what other heartwarming movies you like, if you like Lolo the Kid, or even if you don't, or what heartwarming movies you think are better. And please share this video with your friends and anywhere else you think there will be an audience for it. This is my review of the 2024 movie Lolo, Netflix movie Lolo and the Kid, written and directed by Benedict Mique. If you like tearjerkers, movies with a lot of heart, dramedies, that is, dramas mixed with comedy, and heartwarming movies, then I think you will love Lolo and the Kid. It's a masterpiece. I give it 4 out of 4 stars, and also say it's one of the best Netflix originals I've ever seen. There need to be more movies like it. After you watch it on Netflix, make sure you give it a thumbs up or 2 thumbs up on Netflix so it can become one of the best reviewed movies on the site, on the app or site, yeah. Lolo and the Kid takes place in the Philippines. I love seeing great movies that take place in Asia. The movie is about an old man called Lolo, played by Joel Torre, and a boy named Kid, played by Ewan Michael Aleta, who make a living by charming their way into people's homes and robbing them. The con is cruel. Lolo typically targets people who are lonely and would like to adopt a child. The old man is unlikable at the beginning, but soon we learn that he has a heart. One of their highly successful targets says she was a street urchin just like the Kid, but she says that she was adopted and went to school and ended up making something of herself. She promises the same to do the same thing to Kid. After listening to this, Kid longs to go to school. When we encounter him in the story, Kid in the story, he can't even read. Lolo wrestles with whether he should end his friendship with Kid and allow him to have a better life with an adopted family. But the Kid and Lolo have a saying, partners forever, which they ratify with a fist bump. An earlier scene suggests the Kid saying he can't live without Lolo is not just an act. They use the money that they earn to have fun at amusement parks and for karaoke. And Lolo's obsession with the Kenny Rogers song through the years has a subplot which itself pays off and is incredibly moving. Even now, I am listening to Kenny Rogers' song on repeat. Juan Carlos has a cover of Through the Years, which, although is not as good as the original, is still very strong. I like listening to covers, they add new life to old songs and increase my interest in both the original and the cover. And I enjoy the cover of Juan Carlos's song, of Kenny Rogers' song "Through the Years" by Juan Carlos. I enjoy it, although it's not as good as the original, but I enjoy listening to it, and I'm listening to it on repeat also. Yes, I also want to say that Juan Carlos's performance as the older Kid is also incredibly moving. I'd like to see him and the other actors in more movies, and I'd like to see more movies like this and from Benedict Mique, who is amazing, who is an amazing writer and director based on this film. One of the only disappointments with the film is something my mom mentioned, that she didn't understand why Lolo and the Kid couldn't stay together or, quote, be adopted together under the same roof. And also, why do they have to live, mostly work outside and apart from the air conditioning and the horrible heat, and how they can endure that rather than living in underneath the safety and air conditioning of a roof. But just like many romances like An Affair to Remember with Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr, the fact that some of the most obvious plot issues are not resolved in the most obvious ways makes the overall experience far more moving and poignant, and works well here, even though some reviewers gave harsh criticisms of this. Another criticism is that the multiple robberies are almost the same, but there is some variety, and the movie does change things up before things get stale. Overall, I give Lolo and the Kid 4 out of 4 stars. It's a masterpiece and a must watch if you love heartwarming video movies. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to be alerted of future videos reviewing movies and books and presenting my own stories. Please like the video and please comment letting me know if you like Lolo and the Kid, or even if you didn't, what other heartwarming movies do you like and do you think are masterpieces. And please share this video with your friends and anywhere else you think there will be an audience for it. Up next, I hope to review either the original Ghost in the Shell film or Final Fantasy The Spirits Within or something else. I also have the novels Flashpoint by Frank Creed, the cyberpunk novel Flashpoint by Frank Creed, and the cyberpunk novel Neuromancer on the horizon. Flashpoint by Frank Creed is a Christian cyberpunk novel. Yes. If you like heartwarming stories, please consider buying my science fiction novels Phantom Zero and The Swordsman and the Philosopher, now available on Amazon in physical versions, and Capitan Quito and The Barber's Daughter, which are both available on Amazon exclusively as digital editions, and these are available in physical form on Amazon. And Swordsman and the Philosopher is also available as a digital edition for 99 cents on Amazon. Phantom Zero is about an unloved, involuntary celibate who travels the whole universe looking for a woman who will love him, but fails and becomes cynical and pilots a giant monster in exchange for access to beautiful women. But his conscience begins to bother him. The Swordsman and the Philosopher is a buddy story about an unlikely duo, an extremely handsome soldier called Sol Thales, who has had disfiguring plastic surgery on himself, and a chubby involuntary celibate called Wallace Mack, who has a theory that if you put an ugly guy next to a sufficiently uglier guy, you can even make Quasimodo look like Cary Grant. Wallace Mack takes advantage of Sol Thales' disfigurement to try to get women for himself. Yet Thales, unaware of his disfigurement, is still as arrogant as ever. But meanwhile, an assassin from the future hunts down Thales, and both Thales and Wallace have to learn to work together to fight to save the world. Capitan Quito is a superhero short story about the world's first cyborg who happens to be a dwarf. And because he becomes a cyborg, he also has problems with his potency, with his male potency, and his wife is threatening to leave him. Yes. The Barber's Daughter that's available for 99 cents, Capitan Quito on Amazon. The Barber's Daughter is another short story available on Amazon for 99 cents about a barber whose involuntarily celibate customer falls in love with his beautiful daughter. But the barber is hesitant to let the involuntary celibate date his daughter because he considers his customer too ugly to date his daughter. But the other workers at the barber shop stand against the barber, and the story may pull at your heartstrings and at the barber's towards the end. So those stories, and Capitan Quito and The Barber's Daughter are short stories available on Amazon exclusively as digital versions, and these are available on Amazon. Phantom Zero is available on Amazon exclusively as a physical edition. So far, I plan to release a digital edition eventually, but so far only the physical version is available on Amazon. It's a thick book, but hopefully if you like heartwarming stories like Lolo and the Kid, you will love, hopefully, Phantom Zero, because it's a sci-fi story with a heartwarming twist, like Steven Spielberg's AI and Steven Spielberg's movies, and E.T., yes. And if you like buddy stories, romances, even it's not a romance, it's a romance between two brothers, Wallace Mack and Sol Thales, two people that hate each other at the beginning and end up loving each other at the end and have to fight with each other despite their differences to save the world. And you may love both stories, and both are available on Amazon as physical editions. Please buy them. Once again, Phantom Zero, available on Amazon in a physical form. And the Swordsman and the Philosopher, available both as digital and physical versions. Digital 99 cents, physical about $9, and this is available for about $14 of physical form. Yes. So God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I hope to talk to you soon. See you for the next review. Peace out.